Hi guys! Today, we're going to make 3D characters that are completely rigged so they can talk, look around, blink, show expressions, and use basically any animation from Mixamo. You can use these characters for cutscenes, animations, or as fully playable 3D characters inside your games. The only prerequisite is Blender, which is completely free. And don't worry if you've never used Blender before, you don't need to know how to use it. The script we're going to use will automate most of the work for you. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a character with a full body rig, facial controls, lip sync, blinking, and Mixamo animation support. Alright, let's get started.
Okay, so first thing we are going to do is open up Fuse and create our character. Fuse is still available on Steam for free. Here I'm just going to create my character real quick. Now I'm going to customize him a bit. Okay, now he looks perfect. Let's get to making the lip syncs. First you are going to want to save the character as whatever you like. Create a new folder named after him to place his files in. Now let's close Fuse and reopen it. Now let's get our lip sync reference photo so we can create the lip syncs. We are going to open the save file and now we can edit. First we are going to export the base model. Make sure to use these settings. Set them as default so you don't have to set these over and over. We are going to name this as base and save it. It is important to name it base, make sure to do so and save. Before we start, I recommend never undoing a change. If you set a value incorrectly, change it, never undo, or else it will mess with our process later. Now let's make our first blend shape. We are going to adjust settings until the eyes appear closed. This will be our blink. Now let's hit save and name it blink and save it into our character folder. Every blend shape should be saved in that folder. Now let's spam Ctrl Z to undo all the changes we made until we back to where we started. Now I will make our first lip sync blend shape for the U mouth. Edit the mouth until it looks like the U shape in the picture. Now that we are done, let's save it as U. Then once again we are going to Ctrl Z until we are back to where we started. We will repeat this process for every blend shape in the picture. But make sure to not close Fuse at any point. If you do, you will have to restart and save every blend shape all over again. I am too lazy to explain why, but it won't let us merge all our lip syncs because every time you close and open Fuse the character is rebuilt. Now that we are finished with that, let's quickly save a bunch of emotions too. Now let's double check we have everything we need: base, blink, all lip sync shapes. Your folder should look like this. Now let's extract our fuse character blender.zip. Then run the bat file and follow its instructions. Drag in your Blender exe file. Press Enter. Now drag in your character folder file that we saved all our blend shapes into. Press Enter. Now press Y and then press Enter. A browser page and a folder will open. You will have to sign in to Mixamo. Press Upload Character and drag in the Upload to Mixamo FBX file that was automatically opened. If you accidentally closed it, you can find it again in the Fuse Character Blender folder we just ran the bat from. In there is an output folder in which you will see it. Go through the process of rigging the character like I do. When it's done, you should see something like this. Press Download. Now drag our downloaded file in and press Enter, and the script will do its magic. Now that it is complete, if we look in the output folder, we will find our character folder all ready to go. That upload separate FBX for Mixamo file is the one you use with Mixamo to download animation files, because our lip-synced character file upload won't work due to our blend shapes and Mixamo's incompatibility. Everything still works perfectly though, do not worry, I will show you in a bit. Let's make a sample Unity project so I can show you how the character works. Let's drag in our character files. We also need to extract our Unity Face Animaton V2 folder and drag in the Runtime and Editor folders. Drag in the Runtime and Editor folders. Now let me set up the scene real quick. For fixing the eyelashes looking messed up, click on the body texture and press Ctrl D to duplicate it. We will name our copy of it Eyelash. Drag our new texture onto the eyelash. Now go in shader settings, select universal render pipeline and then simple lit. Set the mode to transparent and enable alpha clipping. For characters with hair you would do the exact same thing but with the hair texture and the hair. Okay, so now we go to the tool menu on the top of the window, click Face Animaton V2, then select Lip Sync. Here you can edit any lip sync data, but right now we are going to create a new one. Press New Data Asset. Name it whatever you like. Let's close this for now and plug in everything we need. You can go on any game object. I picked my character, press Add and add Lip Sync Player. Then drag in the data asset we just made. Drag character body into Face Renderer. Now we need audio and captions of what we want our character to lip sync. Let's go get it. Let's import the files into our game. Drag our audio into the scene to make it an audio source. Now go back to Lip Sync Player and drag our new audio source to its audio source box. Now let's go back to the lip sync window, select our lip sync data asset we made previously and drag in our audio source. Drag in your character body. Auto Map Blend Shapes. You can set GK as Q. Make sure these are correct, otherwise it will look off. Let's set keys to 60, but you can play around with these settings for better results. And let's copy and paste our transcript of the audio in. It's optional but helps. Now for best results you would have to listen to the audio and set keys manually, but I am lazy so I am going to use the auto function. And just like that we are done. If you hit the play button you will see your character talk. Now let's add our auto blink. Again, it can be on any game object but I put it on my character. Press Add Component and add auto blink. Drag in our character's body and eyelashes. Set both drop-down options to blink and it's done. Finally, to add our eye tracking, click wherever you would like to place the script. Press Add, and add eye tracking. Drag in left and right eyeballs. We will create a cube to be our sample target. Drag in the cube and our character's head into the eye tracking script. Now let me just resize the cube and adjust its placement. Now let me show you how to animate using Mixamo. Remember, we use our special Mixamo FBX to get animations. I still have it in output folder. Upload it and find an animation. Download it without skin. Now let's import it. Select the file and then select the animation file inside it. Press Ctrl D, you can rename it or raw dog it, it is up to you. Now drag the animation onto the character. Now we are done, let's test it. It works great. Let me give it a cheap quick background and let's see our final sample.
My friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise. But, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else, I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on, not for you, you're dead. But that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day in the park. I was having just a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville. And I said to him, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, Sometimes a story is just a story. If you try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says, you'll just drive yourself crazy. I had a friend do it once. Wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years. And not only that, but you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe and thinking something you shouldn't think, or assuming something you shouldn't assume, Sometimes, I said, a story is just a story. So just be quiet for 1 second of your life and eat your sandwich, okay? Of course, it was only then I realized I'd made sandwiches, and poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it. Elephants have those clumsy hands, Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they? They're all feet. I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet. Now, if I recall correctly, there was a bakery nearby. I said to him, Orville, let me go get you some rye bread. Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I assure you that Orville does. Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sourdough bread on Monday and threw it out Wednesday, or rather, they sold it at a discount for people wanting to feed the ducks, and then probably at the end of the day, finally, they threw it all out. I don't recall. I do remember a man who would bring his son to the bakery every Wednesday and then go feed the ducks. He would buy all of the sourdough bread. Of course, you're not supposed to feed the ducks sourdough bread at all. It swells up in their stomach and then they all die. At least that's what I've heard. I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course of a few years. I just never thought to stop the man and tell him that he was killing the ducks by feeding them sourdough bread. And if you want my opinion on the matter, and I told Orville this as well, if you want to feed ducks, or birds, or any kind for that matter, it's best to buy seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur in nature. They don't grow on trees or spring up from the bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with bread. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I bought Orville some rye bread. What a fine day it was.